I feel like when I'm watching your YouTube content, that it's like at some point you have the realization that like your can be funny, your could be not funny, but either way, if you have like the clickbait of having super hot girls in the video, then you know
thumbnail.
If it's funny, it'll just get more views, and even if it's not as funny, it doesn't matter. Like the thumbnail and shit will still help rake it in. Was this a particular epiphany that you had?
I think there's been a running joke that a lot of YouTubers are kind of just on brand of, like, they all know. It's like the joke would be like, if a video is bombing and you'd be like, all right, well, what's a thumbnail? It's me holding a fucking a 40 ounce. It's like, that's not gonna do it. It's me, and now it's this hot chick who's in the video for 3 seconds. It's just kind of like, I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same reason that Carl's Jr. had that girl with like the yoppers on her, right? It's the same reason that all the ads and commercials, you remember the ones that are like the horny ones, the green M&M. You know, everybody was horned up over her. It's like,
oh, yeah, everybody wanted to hit that.
Oh yeah, still do to this day. You know, so I think what it is bricked up, literally bricks behind you. But I think what it is just kind of like, it gets the people attention, and then you bring the comedy. So I don't think there's anything wrong with doing a weird or like a thumbnail that's a little more just like, oh, highlighting you and a hot chick, as long as the content is still good.
Well, it's a very mutually beneficial relationship too, because all those chicks, regardless of if they get paid, they're basically like farming OnlyFans subscribers from appearing in these kind of videos. Yeah. So to them, it makes sense too, right?
Yeah, 100%. I think they see the value in it too. And it's like, it's not like at the end of the video, I'll be like, all right, now plug your OnlyFans. But I had Julia Rose on the sketch like maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. And I was like, at the end, like, I was like, oh, thanks for watching this video. Do you have anything you want to plug? And she was like, yeah, find me here or go to, I forget what she was doing, Shag Mag. I don't know if it's still a thing, but she plugged that.
So. She's Jake Paul's girlfriend professionally now.
.com.
I think so.
That's a full URL.
I think that ended up being the wave for her.
I mean, it's like, dude, I'd join the Paul family.
What happened to the shit show also? Wasn't that her podcast?
I was on that. Yeah.
I went on it.
I don't know. That's the annoying part about like when people, and I mean, you've been podcasting for so goddamn long, so I know you know the struggle, is like when people hit you up, like, yo, you want to do my podcast? And I'll be like, what episode are you guys on?
Yeah, always.
Because if you're at like, if you're in the tens, oh, well, you'll be guest number 3. Like, talk to me at 62.
Right. Or when I know I'm like the only person with any kind of clout that person knows, and I'm just like, I know like this is your entire plan for this podcast. Like, God. I know you don't have any ideas past me.
Right. You're like, you're like, I have been through the rankings of all of this shit, right? Yeah. Or people hit you up and be like, yo, we want you, brand new podcast, we want you to be the first guest. It's like, you want my audience. Yeah. I'm not dumb, right?
Yeah. Like if the Nelk Boys are starting a podcast and they want me to be their first guest, sure. But if it's some random fucking dude, it's kind of like, yeah, because I don't know, there's a tiny bit of me over the years as time goes by, because I, in a lot of ways, like was just super early on making a lot of this type of YouTube content. I just kind of look at what other people are doing and I'm like, salty old man syndrome. I'm like, bruh, I did this shit like 7 fucking years ago. You guys think you're so smart having porn stars on your podcast. And it's like,
and I've had a few on ours, Stiff Socks, baby, turn up. Yeah, you were on there. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think everything kind of comes full circle. You know, it's like the trends come and go, and then it comes back, and then something that you're doing now in 5 years is going to come back around. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like, I think that's where the sketches are mutually beneficial. There's a few girls that I shoot with that are just like friends, and they're actually great actresses, and maybe they did acting beforehand. Now they're on that OF.
What's your personal interest level in porn, though?
I'll be watching.
You're a big fan?
Yeah.
Do you know the guys' names?
No, I just know Johnny Sins.
Bootleg Kev, my boy Bootleg Kev, when I interviewed him, he said that like his wife went from thinking he had a normal interest in porn to thinking that it was a little weird at the moment that she realized that he knew the dudes' names.
The dudes' names is kind of wild.
He has like an encyclopedic knowledge, like more than me for sure, and I'm in the business.
Oh, I think I know who that dude is.
Yeah, the horny fuck.
Yeah, well,
Mexican.
Okay.
Not really.
Yeah, I think I used to be just on the hub or whatever the hell, but I would just be scrolling through Reddit. Reddit's kind of like, I like Reddit because it feels like somebody's sending you these. Like, it feels personal.
Have you copped an OnlyFans in your life?
You know what's funny? I got
Give back to the community, Trevor. This is my advice.
Yeah, you support small businesses. I got close. My friend gave me a Visa gift card for my birthday, like some fucking poor ass idiot. Shout out Alex, I love you. But he gave me like, it was like, I had my birthday last year at fucking Boa Steakhouse, big ass dinner, a bunch of people, and he gave me a $20 Visa gift card. And I was like, man, just Venmo me $20.
Right.
So I had this Visa gift card, and I was like, what am I going to do with this?
A Bella Danger, here I come.
Yeah, and that's when I was like, this is great, because if it's on subscription basis, like I forget, like it'll charge the card one time. There's $20 on here.
Right.
And then I forget what happened. I was too horny to write the CVV code or whatever the hell. I don't even know what I did with that card, but I got close.
But I've had the experience, and granted, I'm in a certain financial situation, so it probably didn't affect me that much. Yeah, but still, like stingy as fuck, you know, where I can imagine what life is like when you're a dude who's got like $500 in the bank, and you're so horny that you decide to drop $10 on this girl's OnlyFans. Right. And I've done it. I've dropped the $10 on the OnlyFans, meat in hand, and then I fucking start scrolling the feed, and they got their vagina blurred out and their nipples blurred out in every shot, and you realize that if you want to see anything, you're going to be spending tens of dollars in the DMs, and holy shit, like for me, I'm like, even like my cheap brain is still takes over. It's like, no, I am not spending $20 to see you give some random dude head. But to an average dude, that must be an insulting experience.
But that's what it is. You're already that close, and you're like Michael, the guy I do the podcast with, he told me one time that he signed up for a girl's OnlyFans, and it was like $10 to get in. He's like, whatever, fuck it, this girl's hot. And he was like DMing with her, so he's like, oh, you know, there's something hot about this. And then he paid the $10, and then to watch one of the videos of her doing something like literally vagina out was $1. And he said that was the moment where his brain was like, nah, fuck this. You know what? Because
I'll spend the 10, but 11 is over the line.
That's where I was like losing my mind. But he's such a funny guy, because he's like, it's about the principle. You know, if I pay $1 here, then I'll pay $5 here, then 10. And I was like, sounds like an addiction for you, honestly. Right. But it is interesting. But I mean, like, again, if I'm the female, I'm a work those angles, you know, get that money. But I also think for you, probably coming up, did you have a lot of money as like just growing up?
No, like,
see, that's where it is. It's just like, if you have money growing up, you're like, I don't care, I'll pay for this. But I think where I agree with that is like, you know, I knowing the value of $1, and you're just like, man, I'm trying to get a nut off, man. I don't need to spend $78.
That's one of my biggest concerns about my kid is, is my kid going to be able to appreciate money in a situation where she just is not going to have the same concerns that I had when I was a kid? Like, my parents had me doing a fucking paper route when I was 12. All right, people, we just hit 300,000 subscribers. You know we're trying to hit 400,000 subscribers. So that little red button, tap it, tap in. Appreciate y'all.